gosh. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2022. I am so jazzed, not just because we have a fresh start, a new year, vegan you. It's because I am launching my Vegan for Good course, my digital course. It is here. I have been working my butt off on this for months. I have poured my heart and soul into this. I cannot even tell you. I haven't even been able to sleep at night. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep this week because this week we're doing a major launch. We're doing a huge price promotion. I'm gonna tell you all about it. For 1 second, let me breathe. You guys, I can't believe it's here. Listen, I get asked all the time how to go vegan, how to be vegan, how do I do this thing? I wanna be whole foods plant-based. I wanna live the way you live. I want to eat the way you eat, but I'm so confused. I have so many questions. And I have seen so many people go vegan and stop being vegan. I'm listening, I'm hearing their stories. I get it, everyone is different, everyone's got their things, but I have created this course to keep you vegan and to explain everything you need to know about staying vegan for good. See what I did there? Like for good, forever, and for good. Another thing, guys, you should know about my story, my whole vegan journey is, it was not a simple linear journey. It was a lot of this. I went vegan 15 years ago, and those first 6 years were a really rough transition. Like, I would be going great, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'd be eating things that I didn't actually want to eat, and I thought it was because I lacked discipline, and I was so wrong about that. It has nothing to do with discipline. It has nothing to do with self-control. Just get those words out of your mind right now. A lot of what we talk about in the course is this sort of like obsession with perfection and the vegan police and everything like that. I just realized I don't have my ring on, and it's making me feel a little bit naked. Hold on. Which reminds me, by the way, I'm still married to my non-vegan husband very happily. We love each other. And you know, a lot of people think they can't go vegan and they think they won't be able to make it sustainable, make it last because they're married to someone who isn't vegan, or dating, or you know, living together, or their family isn't vegan. They're the only vegan in their household. Guys, you can do it. I know you can. Before I get into my top 5 tips on how to stay vegan for good, I want to tell you all about the course. What is it exactly? Vegan for Good is a 100% online self-paced program that takes you from the doubts, the fears, the curiosities, the not understandings, the hurdles, the excuses, and going to living at ease in your vegan lifestyle, living confidently, knowing what to eat to give you energy and not like feeling tired all the time, and feeling very secure in all of your lifestyle choices when it comes to veganism, and knowing what to do, how to handle all the situations. What if you could eat healthy, wholesome meals every day at ease and confidently without stressing about food? What if you could break your cheese addiction once and for all? What if you could understand your cravings on a physiological and psychological level? What if you could eat well, eat wholesome, healthy, plant-based foods every day without breaking the bank? What if you live in the middle of nowhere and you can still be vegan with ease and joy and happiness and just excitement and loving the lifestyle and not feeling so isolated and alone? And what if you can make nutritious food choices without second guessing yourself and getting confused by all the conflicting information out there? This is the Vegan for Good course. This is what it is designed for. It is designed for past me because I learned so much in that really rough transition in the beginning, and in all my years being healthy and thriving as a vegan now. And it is made for you, whether this is your first time going vegan or your second or 6th time going vegan. 6th is a very difficult word to say. If you went vegan in the past and then you stopped and then you tried and then you stopped, this course is for you. This is all about making vegan stick. It's all about doing it right and transitioning in a way that is best for you individually. I am super passionate about nutrition and healthy food choices, so I wanted to work with someone who really knew their stuff. And so I worked with James and Dahlia Marin from Married to Health. They are amazing. You guys should definitely check them out. They are plant-based registered dietitians, and they helped me with the nutritional aspects of the course, specifically the whole plant-based nutrition module, as well as the gut health and digestion module. I bring this up just so you guys know, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a physician, but I needed someone else with the credentials to give me that support, and I got that from James and Dahlia. So thank you, James and Dahlia. Today is January 2nd. Happy New Year to you. And from today until January 11th, you are going to get $100 off the course. The course will never be this low again. I'm doing this way during my launch because I am so excited about it, and I really want you to jump on board and get excited with me, and I want to give a gift to you, a big price promotion, so that you can finally start your vegan journey and start it for good. I'm so jazzed, I'm so jazzed. Let's start with my top 5 tips for going vegan for good, for life. Tip number 1 is to educate yourself. It might sound kind of boring, kind of bland, but stick with me here. A lot of people I see, they go vegan because they maybe they don't feel well in their body, or they have some sort of idea that this is a cool lifestyle, or maybe they think it's trendy, or they just kind of like want to do what the cool kids are doing, or maybe they don't have a very strong reason, so they don't educate themselves, and they end up losing the conviction, losing the understanding of our physical health, animal welfare, and environmental health, environmental care, and there just isn't a strong footing for them. And listen, this was me. This is definitely what I needed to hear when I went vegan when I was 18. I did not educate myself. I just sort of like did it. I just was like, I'm gonna go vegan, and like I didn't actually empower myself with the amazing information that's available to us. Now is the time, if you're ready, if this is your year to go vegan, now is the time to all of your content you're consuming is vegan content. All of your content is like vegan podcasts, vegan documentaries, vegan YouTube channels. There's so many amazing YouTube channels out there that interview doctors that are sharing the message, sharing all these amazing success stories, and talking about the science of why. Now, nutritional science is super confusing, okay? It's conflicting. There's a lot of industry-funded studies, and it can be frustrating when Time magazine puts, butter on the front of their magazine saying like butter is back, and you're like, but isn't butter like not good for you? Yeah. Maybe your main motivating factor is animal welfare. Maybe you saw like one clip of standard practice in the dairy industry and you were like, whoa, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. Now is the time to watch the footage. I know it's really hard to stomach. I know it can just be like draining to watch this stuff because you don't want to know it, because that's why it's hidden. No one wants to see the blood and the torture and the horrors that go on and what it really takes to raise animals for food, for their flesh and secretions. Not only will educating yourself keep you more empowered, keep you motivated, and give you a really strong foundation for making such an alternate lifestyle change, because let's be honest, like I can sit in here in my kitchen and like make a green smoothie and eat my oatmeal and pretend like it's so normal to be vegan, but the truth is it's not normal. Most people aren't vegan, and we're living in this world that doesn't openly support us in making this dramatic lifestyle change. So you have to educate yourself. You can't just go vegan willy-nilly. The second major benefit of educating yourself is that when you are inevitably addressed and sort of sometimes attacked with questions and criticisms, and just sort of maybe just curious family members, well-meaning people who say, you really should drink milk for your calcium, you have a response. You have to know what you're talking about just so you can be able to respond. And actually, I have a whole module in the Vegan for Good course all about how to respond to questions and criticisms, because sometimes this can be the very thing that pushes you into not being vegan anymore, because you don't know how to be confident in your lifestyle choices and have things to say. The second thing that we have to do to go vegan for good, this is so huge, is to eat enough. And you might be going, wait, eat enough? Like, wait, aren't we supposed to restrict our calories so we don't gain weight? On a whole foods plant-based diet, there's this amazing freedom in eating fiber-filled, water-rich foods that are whole foods, plant-based foods. I just said food a lot. You have to eat enough. None of this like eating not my carrot stick and eating a salad for breakfast and maybe a little smoothie for dinner. We're not doing that anymore, okay? We're filling up on the abundant plant-based foods, and we have to understand a little bit about calories. We're not counting calories. We just have to understand, like, if I eat this orange, I might not be satisfied till lunch. Let me give you a scenario that happens all the time. I have seen it time and time again. Someone goes vegan, okay? Let's call her Sally. Sally goes vegan, she's so pumped. She goes to her favorite restaurant and she's like, I'm doing this, I'm going vegan. She orders her regular pasta that normally comes with cheese and chicken, but she says, no cheese, no chicken, so it's pasta with red sauce. She eats and she's like, wow, I did it. And then an hour later, she's like, oh my God, I'm starving. And then she's like, I need food right now. So she eats an apple and she's like, oh. 15 seconds later, she's like, I'm starving, I can't do it. And then she reaches for the cheese, reaches for the chicken or whatever it is, eats it, eats a cheese pizza or a donut that's hanging around the break room. And she's like, oh, gosh, I couldn't go vegan. I was just tired and starving all the time. Here's what happened. Animal foods are much higher in calories. They're much more calorie dense, meaning for the volume of the food that it is, there's more calories in them. Plant food has lower calories for the volume of food. So you need to eat more bites of food, larger bowls, larger plates, and have a basic understanding of what's gonna give me enough calories to sustain me and make me satiated. Let's say her typical pasta meal that she gets at her favorite restaurant with the chicken and the cheese is about 800 calories. By removing the chicken and the cheese, let's say she's left with 450 calories and suddenly she's like, oh my gosh, I can't be sustained on a vegan diet because I'm so hungry, but she just removed 350 calories from her lunch. So Sally should have ordered like a double portion of pasta or something or gotten an additional dish to eat with it. Another way to look at it is if you make the foundation of your meals, the starches, the carbohydrates, the fruit, the bananas, the potatoes, the rice, the quinoa, the beans, and then on top of that, you're adding in other plant foods like, you know, tomatoes and avocado for your fats and more beans because beans are amazing for you. You should eat so many beans every day. And your lettuces and your cruciferous vegetables and your beets and your carrots and all the other wonderful plant foods on there, and then a tahini sauce or a cashew cream sauce on top, you're gonna be a lot more satiated because you have a basic understanding of the foundation of your meal being carbs and then adding in fats and proteins and a large diversity of plant foods. This next tip I can guarantee is going to be a controversial one, but bring it on in the comments. I don't care. This is what I think. Go easy on the vegan junk food, okay? Eat whole foods. Even if you're not going vegan for health and you're just going vegan for the animals or the planet, if you eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap and then you're gonna stop being vegan and justify it in your head that it's okay, I couldn't be vegan because I felt so terrible. I'm sorry, what were you eating? I know there's this thought going around and I just wanna address it here. There's this thought that we shouldn't call any food junk food or bad for you because it's gonna create sort of like this bad relationship with food. I totally understand the intent, especially if someone really struggles with disordered eating. I can understand that. But let's call a spade, okay? Some food is junk. It just is. The processed food, the junk food, the packaged foods, the things are not whole from the earth. This is not healthy food. We can lie to ourselves, but just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's healthy. And this is like, what? This was something for me when I really realized this, like, whoa. But my point is that there's a lot of processed vegan food out there that is, you know, operating under the guise of this like health food, and it's just not true. My general rule of thumb is to not eat food that comes in packages, generally. In general, I'm eating things that have one ingredient. And what I was sort of thinking about the other day is like, isn't that crazy that like that's extreme? Like, it didn't used to be extreme to eat food from the earth and eat things that have one ingredient. And nowadays it's like extreme not to eat goldfish crackers, those little cheese. Isn't that weird? If you want to be successful on a long-term, forever kind of vegan diet, you gotta eat well. You gotta learn to cook for yourself. You gotta learn to support your nutritional needs with whole plant foods, which obviously is something we discuss in the digital course. All right, tip number 4 is don't be afraid to be different. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people struggle with this social aspect and worrying about what people think about them. Here's what I have to say. If your friends are making fun of you for your lifestyle choices, they're probably, 1, not very good friends, 2, insecure with themselves. No one who is criticizing you is doing more than you. No one who is hating on you is actually doing more than you. You are vegan, hear you roar. Like, be confident in your decisions. Be confident in this amazing lifestyle that you have chosen to take part in, and join all the other people around the world who are living and thriving on this lifestyle. Also, let's find our tribe, right? Like, let's find the people who get us. It's not like we have to only be friends with the people who, you know, agree with everything we say. Not at all. I don't believe that at all. It's not like we only have to be friends with people who live the same lifestyle. No. But we do need some, right? We do need some vegan friends in our lives. And if you can't find them in real life, find them online. Connect through the wonderful, scary world of the internet. My final tip for today is to plan ahead. I'm not an organized person, okay? I'm not like a type A meal preppy sort of organized person. I have developed skills based on things that I desire for my life. Okay? I'm saying this because I think a lot of us just like, we call ourselves names like, well, I'm lazy, so I can't do that. Well, I'm sorry. Change it around, okay? Change your mindset. You're not lazy, so you can do it. You can do so much more than you think. I'm giving you this pep talk because I'm telling you, you gotta meal prep sometimes. You gotta chop some things sometimes. You gotta think, oh, I'm going on a 9-hour flight to Paris and I'm gonna need to bring some food. Oh, I'm going to this wedding. I'm gonna need to eat dinner. I'm not gonna be like starving because I really wanna dance. Think of it this way, like parents are always bringing food for their children, like all the time. Like they're always like, oop, got a snack? You hungry? Got something for you? Why can't you take care of yourself in the same way? Okay, that's all I have for you today. Sorry if I went in and out of focus a lot. I'm like very energized and very pumped. It is palpable. Thank you so much for watching, and you have 10 days to take advantage of this amazing price promotion, $100 off. And then once it's January 12th, you can still enroll in the course, but the price is gonna go up to its regular price. So click the link below to learn more and to enroll now in the Vegan for Good course. And I would be so honored to be a part of your vegan journey. Bye! Did I just call myself amazing?